Hi everyone. So today we are going to be planting carrots, and the reason why I'm going to do this is because I know I said in a previous video that I wanted to do more companion planting because we definitely have a pest problem here once it gets hot and humid. So in a garden book haul, I bought this book, The Companion Planting, The Beginner's Guide to Companion Gardening. And I really like this book because it's a really good read, but it also is a great quick reference guide. So whatever you plan on planting, most of the things that we plant, were a few I didn't find, but most things that we plant on a normal basis, it's listed in there. It's listed alphabetically, and you can just immediately turn there, see what your good neighbors are, your bad neighbors are, and your benefits. So for example, today we are planting the carrots, and so they give you just a little bit of detail about the carrots, and then you just go and you turn and you see what your good neighbors, your bad neighbors, and the known benefits of the carrots are. So the reason that we're going to do companion planting with the onions today is because they repel both the leek moth and the onion fly. And so that will also be a good way to utilize some of the space that I have for my onions now. Okay, so really quick, I just wanted to share with you guys why this is always a hard time for me. I have really been planning everything out as far as what I want to plant. But when I go into the store, and you know how we already kind of have cabin fever, and we see the beautiful display of seeds, and this is where I end up messing up. I know for at least the past 2 weeks, I've just been picking up random seeds, things that I think look pretty on the package. So this is just a few of the things that I got yesterday while I was out and about. And I really need to control myself, because now I'm thinking, where can you stick this at? And that's not good. But I do have a few places. For example, for this basil, this is a bush spicy globe, and they form little balls. And the reason why I got them, because I want to use them kind of like a hedge in the garden this year. So I thought that those would be nice. And the nasturtium, this is something that is edible, both the leaves and the flowers, but I like the colors, and I'm going to go ahead and start getting them ready to just sowing the seeds, and we'll see what happens. So let me go ahead and I'll take you down to the garden where the onions are, and I'll show you how we're going to do our companion planting today. Okay, so I picked this up from the Tractor Supply store, and I've been wanting to try this seed tape, and the reason why is because you just lay it out and it helps form nice uniform rows, which is what I like. I like structure. I like for things to be uniform. Like, I go so far as I have a separate yardstick that I use along with a pencil that I use to try to be as straight as possible. And I know that may be going a little bit too far, but I just like for things to be in nice tidy rows. So that's the purpose of me trying this seed tape today. And I got this kaleidoscope blend because, once again, I thought it was pretty, the colors, and because I like to grow things that you can't on a normal basis find in the regular grocery store. I like to try new things that you can't find. So with this mix right here, they have an assortment, and it's 20% Atomic Red, 20% Bambino Orange, 20% Cosmic Purple, 20% Lunar White, and 20% Solar Yellow. So for our zone, we're in Zone 8B. It suggests that you sow it outdoors between January and March, and it's now February. And also it's about 75 to 80 days to harvest. So what I'm going to do is go down and prep the area, and then we will dig like a little burrow to just put the seed tape down. So this is where we will be planting today. Now, when I first came out here, in my mind, I was thinking, ooh, it would be really pretty to put the carrots like in between the rows. But on second thought, I said once they get to growing and the onions become bigger, I don't want for them to have to compete with the space. So I am going to plant the carrots around the perimeter of the onion bed here, and I think that will be better as they grow. I'm just going to put them not quite on the edge, but like right in the middle of it, because I think that'll allow enough room for both the onions and the carrots to grow. So let me show you really quick what I used. This is a child's hoe that I bought for my youngest daughter when we first moved here, and now I can't even get any of them to come outside and help me. But this works great for this raised bed because the bigger hoe, or the regular hoe that I have, I didn't want to start messing with the soil and nick the onions. So this definitely worked out good, and it's small. It's not as big as the regular one. I also amended the perimeter with some garden tone, a little bit of garden lime, and earthworm castings, because I keep the bed, I amended it when I first planted the onions, but hopefully this will give the carrots a little bit of jump start. So before I take you back out to where we're going to be planting today, I wanted to go ahead and open up this seed tape to show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you the little trench that I made to where it will be going. Okay, so here is the seed tape. And I've seen online too, because as I'm feeling this, it feels like a paper towel, a paper towel that is, you know, that was put together in seeds that were laid along. And I've seen different instructions on how to do it, but I just want to try it and see will it be uniform, and also to see the germination rate. But this is how the seed tape come, and if you want to, you can take it and pull it apart, and this is how we're just going to lay it down. So it looks really, and I hope you can see it on the spacing here. So the good thing is you don't have to worry about the spacing. We may have to thin them out once they come up, just depending on how close they are together. But the directions say, you know, dig a trench about 1/2 inch deep, and then we're just going to lay this down and cover it up. So let's go back out and I'll show you what I've done. So this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to plant in between the onions, because while I was loosening up the soil, look, I chopped one of those. So that's one reason. But what I did, and I hope you're able to see it, is I dug like a little trench about 1/2 inch deep, so that all I have to do is lay down the seed tape, and we'll see what happens. So I went this way also. I don't know if you can see it that good, but we have this trench. We just have a square, and then here's the other trench, and then we'll just cover it up with about 1/2 inch of soil. The soil is pretty moist because it was raining earlier, but I'll still kind of water it in, get it nice and moist, and just wait for it to come up. Okay, so I needed both hands, so I couldn't show you how I laid it down, but it is really easy. And just a quick note, make sure wherever you're planting, and you need to plant in the ground with carrots. They don't transplant really well, and they also will be prone to being crooked. But wherever you're planting, make sure that you work that soil up. If there are any rocks or something in there, just make sure you work it up really good so that it has a chance of growing straight, because if the soil is not worked up and it's trying to make its way down, that's when you'll get crooked carrots. So I definitely worked it up really good all the way down, so hopefully they'll come out nice. But this was really easy to put down, very easy. As you see, I just laid it down, and you just take a pair of scissors and cut it off, and then you take about a ½ inch of soil and cover it. So I'm going to go around the other 3 sides and water it in, and that'll be pretty much it. And like I said, in about 75 to 80 days, hopefully we'll be harvesting some carrots, and hopefully this will also help repel I think it was the onion flies. So we'll have some nice onions and some nice carrots companion planted all in one bed. Okay, so it took me no more than like 2 or 3 minutes to lay these all around the perimeter. So hopefully we'll have some nice flavorful carrots, along with our onions not being attacked by different type of pests and insects. So I just wanted to show you, we did the perimeter. I'm going to get everything covered, watered in very nicely, because the package did say that the paper, dissolves. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I will definitely keep you posted on when they come up and how they look, and so we'll go from there.
So I definitely hope this gives you some ideas when you're thinking about planning your garden. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, we would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So make sure that you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time that we upload a video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.